Another conversation I wanted to have about this actually does revolve around Arkansas Razorbacks. One of the things that I committed to doing in July was we're going to talk a little Arkansas football because Arkansas football fans, they show up to watch me talk about it. So, you know what? Y'all do y'all part. I'm going to do mine. This is a team that's really hard to nail down, guys. Like, it's difficult. They put up 70 on UAPB, and people are like, but it's UAPB. I don't know, man. I saw an offense that was dealing. Defense wasn't doing much, but they didn't have to. Okay? Then you get to this game where they're playing Oklahoma State, and it looks like the offense is absolutely running because Jaquindon Jackson is doing just that. What Taylor Green couldn't do, Jaquindon Jackson was doing. And I'm looking at an Arkansas football team that's on the road against a top 25 opponent, Oklahoma State, that's up 21-7. They let Oklahoma State win that game. I don't think that Oklahoma State won that game. I think they took it because it was still there. I was waiting on somebody to take this thing by the short and curlies and say, all right, it belongs to me now. It just happened to be Oklahoma State at home. Oklahoma State basically proves that they can't do that against other good teams like Utah. So if you think that Utah is a good football team, look at 22-19 and then look at what Arkansas was doing, putting up damn near 30 plus on the same program. I think that Arkansas's offense is hit and miss, but it's going to hit more than it misses. Bobby Petrino is kind of nailing down what it is that Taylor Green can and certainly cannot do. But if it's got an Armstrong or an Isaiah attached to it or a Haas, speaking of Tulsa's own, then it's probably a good idea. But at 6'6", moving like he's moving, he's thrown for over 800 yards. He's rushed for damn near 250. He could easily be a 2,500, 800-yard rushing quarterback on a good to great Arkansas team, but they got to win games like this one against A&M. They get a second opportunity to play against a ranked opponent with an opportunity to beat them not at home. This one's at Jerry World because, well, it's a Southwest Conference Classic. And I believe that there are only two football programs that Arkansas fans absolutely positively hate. Both of them hail from the great state of Texas. They hate Texas. They hate Texas. Matter of fact, Steve Sarkisian said, Arkansas fans probably hate Texas more than they love themselves. To which Sam Pittman said, he's probably right. But, it's personal. Like, I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm from a flyover state my damn self. We don't catch as much hell as Arkansas, but Arkansas, man, they want it as bad as anybody else in the world. And I'm sure Arkansas fans are tired of hearing how other people not from the state of Arkansas talk about that place. There are a lot of things that I think they could fix, just like there are a lot of things that Oklahoma could fix and, get the finger out of my eye, right? But the point there is, yeah, they hate you. You got it all down there. There's no reason why Texas shouldn't be winning every single national championship from here to Kingdom Come. Okay? It would not shock me to see him come down with the iron rod saying hook 'em. Because that's how good they should be. But that ain't where we live. Where we live is, no, If it comes down to playing football, we will strap it up just like everybody else and we'll go at your throat. And that's what I expect to see from Arkansas this weekend. I expect Arkansas to see Marcel Reed back there and say, oh, we play against Taylor Green. We can take care of Marcel Reed. And you know what? There's something to that because Travis Williams' defense is coming alive, folks. Like, as much hell as Bobby Petrino and Taylor Green caught for that Auburn win, and it was nasty. It was nasty. That Travis Williams defense was going after people. Last year we're going, why is this man running cover 0 53 times? He ain't doing so much of that, but those boys are flying. Xavier Sori is flying. They can make it happen defensively, and if you can do that against Colin Klein and Marcel Reed, you're going to give your offense a chance to sit on the football and run it down the throats. You ain't going to have to throw it all that often. Say nothing to Bobby Petrino knows what they have. He was just there. Or did y'all forget? I want this one for Sam. I want this one for Arkansas fans. I don't think that Mike Elko really needs it. You already lost to Notre Dame at home. What you going to do with a win against Arkansas? Well, we don't like Arkansas. Nah, but you don't understand. College football is not fueled by like. College football is not fueled by happiness. College football is not fueled by contentment. You know what? I'm content to be a bowl eligible program, said nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll take it. They don't want to be embarrassed. Nobody wants to be embarrassed. College football is fueled by the need to beat the hell out of your rival. You don't want to see that, man. Because I'm trying to tell folks that just don't get this part, but I'm going to speak for some of y'all that understand where I'm coming from. You got to go to work the next day, and you know damn well that person across from you got on Luke Casey boots, right? Wears a felt hat to work and a sterling silver bolo, and he went to A&M. And you can't stand that man. You cannot stand that man. You got to go home and got to hear about what Arkansas didn't do from an LSU fan, from a Tennessee fan, from an Ole Miss fan. But the one thing you're not going to be able to put up with is going to work and seeing that man that is faking cowboy tell you what your football team can't do. And that is why we got to win. We got to beat rivals. We can't have it. I need him to be quiet at church. I need him to be quiet at work. I don't want to hear nothing from him in college football. That's what these boys are playing for. That's what they're personifying when we're talking about these rivalry games. And it is a rivalry game. Can't stand A&M. Can't, for the same reasons, but more so than Texas. At least Texas be good. You know, Texas got all the money in the world, got all the great coaching in the world, got all the great talent in the world. Every now and again, quite literally every 14 years, every 16 years, they'll be good. A&M hasn't won a conference championship this century. A&M has not won a national championship that comes after World War II. And yet they be chirping and talking. Arkansas be like, hey, look, it was us in Texas in the 60s. Who are y'all? You know, even we come alive in the 80s. We came alive in the 90s, and frankly, it's going to the SEC that has really put a shadow over Arkansas because that's what it does. That's how hard it is to play in this league, and that's what people were trying to tell Oklahoma all the time. And I get it. I understand. But I think that a top 25 win on a neutral field is going to do a whole hell of a lot of good for Arkansas, for Sam Pittman, for all those folks that call themselves Razorbacks. And for A&M fans, it'll be another day. I don't think they're going to take it as hard as Arkansas fans would take it. And that is shade. Because what I'm going to tell you is you lose to Arkansas and then you lose to Texas, and you're going to lose to Texas. You might not come to work. You might take all your PTO. I might not see you until well after Christmas. But I'm going to tell you, as sure as Auburn and Georgia played the Deep South's oldest rivalry in February in the cold, I'm going to be waiting for you. No, you would not be able to escape this mouth talking to you. Look, Arkansas fan, I'm telling y'all, I got you. I understand, you know? All right.